Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make one of the most satisfying things I've ever discovered on Scratch and I've invented, which probably I didn't invent, but it does look cool and I haven't seen anyone else do it on Scratch. And it looks like this, you can see in the corner. It's pretty satisfying and it goes on for a few minutes depending on how you code it. So you'll need two costumes, one sprite, a single sprite just to make all of this, and one backdrop. So if you want to see how to make that, then don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And Turbo Warp is recommended, so it will break your computer probably, or be very laggy. So let's start with the code. Remember, you need two costumes, a ball, just a normal ball, 2 pixels across, and a glow, which is 16 pixels across. Well, technically the ball is 8 and the glow is 16, but you know what I mean, squares, not pixels. So the glow has a center glow around it, which is this cool feature, which Scratch added in like 2.0 or something. It looks really cool. So let's get started with the code. Put a when green flag click block and make a new block called create clones of amount. Now this block I use in basically every single video where I need to make clones because it creates a certain amount of clones you can decide, and it does it instantly without screen refresh. Add an input that puts amount, and that's ready. Press OK. Now put the actual block here, and we want to create, say, 40 blocks. Now let's center that there. So what's this? Clone ID? No. Okay. So put a show block, set clone ID to 1, because we use the clone ID to determine how many clones we have. So we use it to determine which clone does what, because if we have a bunch of clones and we can't decide, we have to give them almost names, but these are numbers. So now we know which clone is which. It's easier to move them around in a specific way. So repeat in the amount, and you want to change the clone ID. Where's change? Okay, change clone ID by 1. And before that, put a create clone of myself. And finally, you need to hide. Now, we don't want to be showing the original sprite, or it'll just be a ball in the middle of the screen doing absolutely nothing. It won't be part of the satisfaction, which is horrible. We all know that. Now, the next part we need to do is open the music extension. This is a very important part, and it's actually the most satisfying part, if you ask me. Go to the control section, and when I start as a clone, you want to switch costume to the normal ball. And then we want to set the instrument to whatever you want. Now, piano sounds nice, electric piano sounds nice too, but I think the best will be 16, the vibraphone. The vibraphone is like well, I'll just let it explain itself. It's like from the iPhone ringtone. You know what I mean. Now go to the motion and put a go to x 0 minus 100. This will situate the ball at the very bottom of the screen. Now put a forever loop and set x to, take a breather, a multiply sign here. I'll zoom in so you can see better. And then on the right, put a plus sign, and then put a times sign here. Put 3.5 here, and put a 20 here. Put the clone ID variable here. And nope, there's still more. Go to the bottom of the operators and put some abs in that remaining hole. And then put a sign of a times block. Get the timer variable, put it in here. And then put a minus block. And then put 300 in the beginning. And then finally put a times block. Put 7 here and put clone ID in the very last input. Now these numbers are tweakable, I guess, but you can end up with some really cool shapes. Like I've tried it and you can end up with like a spinning galaxy shape or whatever. It's kind of weird, but I think the original is the best. So duplicate that and set it Y instead of X. Do not forget that, or else you get craziness, like absolute madness. It's gonna probably crash your entire Scratch. So don't forget to set it to coast as well, or else you end up with something like this. Yeah, that's not what we want. We want it to look like this. Now, that's all of the code done, but they don't make any sounds and they don't glow like the one I showed you at the beginning. So to do that, you need to put a when I start as a clone, put a forever loop, and an if block. In the if block, if the x position of the clone is greater than all of this, but you want to make it a bit less because you will only reach that far. So make that 19.5. I think that would be great. Then switch costume to the glow costume and switch costume back to the ball. Now, of course, there's nothing in here and there's no sound yet. We just set the instrument. So go back to the music and play note 60 for 0.1 beats. Now, of course, now if we play this, all of them play this note and it's excruciating to listen to. So what we need to do is put a clone ID plus, say, 20. I put 19, which sounds nice to me. Now if we play it, we get this really satisfying sound. It's crazy. I'm just gonna sit here for a minute and just staring there because it's so satisfying. It's so satisfying when all of them hit the side at the same time. Oh, it's going back to the beginning now. Oh, it's getting close. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so that's actually much faster than my original version. You can visit my original version on my homepage. It's pretty cool. So I'm just going to save this, and if we go to my profile, I also made a different version of this. This is also with my Scratch add-ons mods. I made a whole video on how to get these. So if you go to view all, somewhere here is the original. Yes, this is the string effect. And it's amazing. I'm very fond of it. It's one of my best projects. And I guess it's pretty fast. I can slow it down. There we are. And it makes a really cool effect. I'm not sure if that's... Oh, that's nice. Well, that is kind of weird, but it is nice to look at least. So if you enjoyed this video, then don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you guys in the next one.